Have you ever wondered why certain numbers seem to follow you wherever you go? Why a specific sequence appears on clocks, receipts, dreams, or even in the quiet corners of your thoughts? Could it be that the universe is not as silent as we imagine, but rather speaks in the secret tongue of numbers, a language older than time, whispering softly to those who have learned how to listen? Perhaps the signs you've been ignoring are not coincidences, but divine invitations, urging you to look beyond what is seen and feel what is meant. Everything in existence vibrates with numerical harmony: the stars above, the breath within, even the heartbeat of the earth itself. Each number is a rhythm in the cosmic symphony, a code in the sacred blueprint of creation. The ancients understood this truth deeply, from Pythagoras to the wise monks of the East, from the scrolls of Egypt to the prophecies of Nostradamus and the visions of Baba Vanga. All knew that numbers are not merely symbols, they are living forces. They carry the essence of destiny, the pulse of karma, and the breath of awakening. When a number calls to you, it is your soul that is being summoned toward remembrance. Close your eyes for a moment and listen. Beneath the noise of this world, there is a subtler music, the hum of divine geometry that shapes your path. The number that finds you is not random. It carries within it your lessons, your strength, and the karmic threads that tie past and future into this moment. It may arrive during pain to remind you of purpose, during stillness to awaken your insight, or during chaos to guide your spirit home. Every encounter with a sacred number is a conversation with the infinite, an echo of your higher self trying to reach through the veil. The Buddha once said, "Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it." In the same way, numerology is not about prediction, it is about discovery. It invites you to see the divine intelligence hidden within what seems ordinary, to witness how even a simple number carries the wisdom of lifetimes. These vibrations are not external, they are mirrors of your own energy. When you begin to understand them, you begin to understand yourself. Tonight, as we journey through these sacred numbers, let every vibration awaken a sleeping part of you. Let the wisdom of the ancients flow through the silence of your being. Each number will unfold like a petal of the lotus, revealing not only fate, but truth, not only destiny, but freedom. For in this sacred language of the cosmos lies the key to remembering who you truly are. So I ask you, when the universe speaks in numbers, will you listen? Number 18, the path of karma and enlightened transformation. In the sacred language of numerology, the number 18 carries the weight of both ending and renewal, a cycle of karma completing itself so that a higher purpose may awaken. It is a number born from dual energies, the compassion of 1, symbolizing leadership and divine will, and the infinity of 8, representing balance, abundance, and the eternal law of cause and effect. Together, they form a vibration that speaks of transformation through experience, wisdom through endurance, and illumination through surrender. When 18 appears in your path, it is not a coincidence, it is the universe reminding you that every challenge you face is a bridge toward awakening. Throughout history, seers like Baba Vanga and Nostradamus spoke of cycles where humanity must face the consequences of its past to step into a purer consciousness. The number 18 mirrors that prophecy within your personal life. It whispers of karmic cleansing, of moments that may seem harsh, but are in truth acts of cosmic mercy. When things fall apart under the vibration of 18, they are not collapsing, they are being purified. The universe is clearing the path for something your soul has long been preparing to receive. This is why the energy of 18 often brings both endings and miracles. The storm and the rainbow arrive together. In Buddhist philosophy, karma is not punishment, it is the unfolding of understanding. The number 18 echoes the Buddha's teaching: you will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. This vibration reveals that every thought, word, and action creates an echo in the universe, and when 18 visits, it's time to harmonize that echo. It calls you to rise above old patterns, to release resentment, and to walk the path of mindful compassion. Through forgiveness and awareness, your karma transforms into dharma, your sacred purpose. The energy of 18 also carries abundance, but it is spiritual abundance first. It asks, how deeply do you trust the universe's rhythm? When you align your intentions with kindness and service, the frequency of 18 opens the gates of prosperity, not as a reward, but as a reflection of your balance with the whole. This number transforms struggle into wisdom, loss into liberation, and the past into power. It teaches that material blessings must always be rooted in spiritual awareness, for only then can wealth bring peace instead of attachment. If you've been seeing 18 often, it is a sign that a chapter of your karma is closing. Old debts are being settled, old energies released. You are being guided to let go of what no longer belongs to your vibration, whether that is a belief, a relationship, or a fear. The number 18 assures you that endings are not loss. They are preparation, like the moon fading to darkness before rebirth. Your life is entering a new cycle of light. So take a deep breath and listen closely. The universe is whispering through 18, telling you that your transformation is not coming. It has already begun. The only question that remains is, are you ready to rise into the light that your past has prepared you for? Number 36. The sacred union of compassion and creation. The vibration of number 36 unfolds like a soft chant through the corridors of the soul, an ancient reminder that love and service are the truest forms of creation. It carries within it the essence of 3, the number of divine expression, joy, and communication, combined with 6, the number of harmony, nurturing, and unconditional love. Together they form a frequency that transforms the heart into a temple of wisdom and the voice into a tool of healing. When 36 appears in your path, it is not merely a sign, it is a call to embody higher compassion, to speak light, and to bring balance where the world trembles in chaos. In the teachings of the Buddha, compassion is not emotion, it is realization. The number 36 echoes this truth, asking you to expand your awareness beyond the self and into the collective. It's a reminder that enlightenment is not achieved in isolation, but through connection, through the quiet act of understanding another's pain. Under this vibration, your purpose aligns with the healing of others, your thoughts with empathy, and your words with gentle truth. It invites you to become a living embodiment of loving kindness, where every action ripples outward as a silent prayer for peace. Throughout esoteric history, mystics and seers have seen 36 as a bridge between the spiritual and material realms. Nostradamus described the harmony between heaven and earth as a cycle of 3 and 6, a rhythm where divine inspiration manifests into human reality. Baba Vanga often spoke of souls born under this number as healers of the unseen, capable of restoring balance, not only in others, but within the fabric of energy itself. The number 36 thus carries a sacred responsibility to use one's gifts for unity, not division, for light, not display. It is the vibration of those who serve through wisdom, not for recognition, but for remembrance of the divine within all beings. When the energy of 36 enters your life, it gently reminds you to realign your priorities, to nurture relationships, express gratitude, and let go of the illusion that success lies only in what is seen. True success, it teaches, is the peace that arises when the heart gives more than it seeks to receive. It's a number that blesses families, communities, and healers, guiding them to create harmony through their mere presence. Under this vibration, love becomes a tool of transformation, an alchemy that turns pain into growth, fear into wisdom, and silence into song. Yet, the number 36 also asks you to honor your voice, to express, not suppress. The 3 within it remind you that divine energy flows through words and creativity. When aligned with the 6 of compassion, your expression becomes sacred, a form of service. This number urges you to share your truth, to teach, write, sing, or speak in ways that elevate others. It's not about being perfect, it's about being authentic. Every act of genuine expression carries healing power when rooted in love. So, when you encounter 36, pause and listen. It is the universe whispering that your soul's greatest work is not to escape the world, but to infuse it with light. You are being asked to become a vessel of harmony, a balance between wisdom and warmth. The energy of 36 blesses those who serve quietly, love deeply, and express truth without fear. And perhaps the question it leaves you with is this: are you ready to let your compassion become your creation? Number 9. The completion of the soul's journey. The vibration of number 9 moves like the final breath of a long pilgrimage, soft, wise, and eternal. It carries the essence of all that has been learned, lived, and transcended. In numerology, it is known as the number of completion, yet it is not the end. It is the quiet transformation that comes when the soul understands that every ending is a doorway to higher awakening. When 9 appears, it signals the closing of karmic cycles and the birth of wisdom through surrender. It whispers of lessons learned through pain, love purified through loss, and a heart that now sees life as an unbroken circle rather than a straight path. Spiritually, 9 is the monk's lantern, illuminating the darkness, not through control, but through acceptance. It represents the Buddha's final step beneath the Bodhi tree, the moment of release, when enlightenment is no longer a goal, but a realization. Those touched by this number often find themselves drawn to service, healing, or teaching, not out of duty, but through compassion, born from experience. The energy of 9 transforms suffering into empathy, chaos into understanding, and solitude into peace. It reminds us that true maturity comes not from achievement, but from the quiet grace of forgiveness, of others, and of oneself. Mystics throughout history have spoken of the sacred nature of 9. Nostradamus referred to it as the veil of prophecy, where endings reveal the beginnings of destiny. Baba Vanga saw it as the number of the old souls, beings who have walked through many lifetimes, carrying fragments of forgotten wisdom within their hearts. In Buddhist thought, it resonates with the ninefold path, a symbol of full realization, where the illusions of ego dissolve, leaving only compassion. The number 9 asks not what you can gain, but what you can let go of, for in release lies renewal. The presence of 9 often marks a season of deep emotional reflection. Relationships may shift, identities may fade, and paths once certain may blur into mist. Yet within this uncertainty lies sacred order. The universe, through this vibration, teaches that clinging to what has expired only delays your evolution. The cycle of 9 invites you to trust, to understand that every departure is a form of divine choreography. Your spirit is being realigned, purified, and prepared for the next chapter of its eternal journey. It is the rhythm of impermanence, the same rhythm that governs the rising and setting of the sun. Energetically, 9 also carries a universal love, not romantic, but cosmic. It is the compassion that transcends borders, faiths, and identities. It teaches that the soul is infinite and that every act of kindness ripples beyond time. Under its influence, you may feel drawn toward humanitarian work, spiritual expression, or silent acts of goodness that no one sees, but the universe rewards deeply. The number 9 is both the healer and the witness. It asks you to live not for self-glory, but for collective peace. So when the number 9 crosses your path, know that the universe is inviting you to rise above attachment and embody compassion in its purest form. You are being called to close what no longer serves and to step into a gentler, more luminous version of yourself. The energy of 9 asks a single timeless question. Are you ready to let go, to forgive, and to begin again, not as who you were, but as who you have finally become? Number 27. The hidden light of divine intuition. Number 27 carries the energy of inner knowing, the kind that doesn't shout but whispers, softly yet unmistakably, from the depths of your spirit. It is the union of 2's sensitivity and 7's spiritual wisdom, creating a vibration that awakens both compassion and enlightenment. This number calls to those who are meant to bridge the unseen and the seen, the dreamers who listen to silence, the healers who feel what others hide, and the seekers who trust in invisible truths. When 27 appears in your path, it is a sign that your intuition is no longer a passing feeling. It is a sacred instrument, finely tuned to the rhythm of the universe. Spiritually, 27 is known as a number of insight and higher purpose. It invites you to step beyond logic and enter the temple of your own awareness. Here, the answers you seek are not found in words or analysis, but in stillness, in that quiet space between thought and breath, where the divine speaks without sound. The vibration of 27 reminds you that intuition is not guessing, it is remembering. It is the soul's way of guiding you home to the wisdom you already carry. You are being asked to trust what you feel, even when the world tells you otherwise, for your instincts are the echoes of timeless knowledge. In esoteric numerology, 27 symbolizes the illumination of hidden truths. It has been associated with ancient mystics, prophets, and poets, those who saw the world through the lens of empathy and perception rather than mere sight. This number encourages self-reflection, solitude, and deep emotional awareness. When embraced, it transforms confusion into clarity and pain into purpose. It is said that those who carry the energy of 27 possess an old soul, one that has endured many cycles of growth and carries the quiet grace of wisdom earned through experience. Emotionally, 27 teaches the power of vulnerability, not as weakness, but as spiritual strength. It is through the open heart that divine messages flow most clearly. To walk with the vibration of 27 is to understand that sensitivity is a sacred gift, bridge between human experience and divine understanding. It reminds you that tears can be prayers, silence can be guidance, and intuition can be the purest form of truth. The number's frequency aligns you with compassion, both toward yourself and others, urging you to see beyond appearances into the essence of all things. When this number finds you, it may come during a period of uncertainty or awakening. Perhaps life has asked you to make choices without full clarity, to step forward without a map. 27 enters here as reassurance, reminding you that what feels unclear is simply unfolding in divine timing. Your intuition knows the way, even when your mind does not. You are being invited to walk by inner light, to trust that unseen forces move with purpose through your life. The energy of 27 ultimately asks a profound question: can you surrender your need for control and trust the guidance that comes from within? For when you do, you no longer chase truth, you become it, and in that quiet, luminous surrender, your soul finally sees what your eyes could not. Number 44, the master builder of spiritual foundations. Number 44 carries a vibration of immense strength, balance, and sacred responsibility. It is known as the master builder, a symbol of creation, not just in the material sense, but in the soul's architecture. Those touched by this number are guided to transform dreams into tangible reality, to ground spiritual purpose into form, and to build legacies that endure far beyond their lifetime. The essence of 44 is not about seeking external power, it is about realizing that true power lies in alignment, the moment when your spiritual purpose and worldly actions move as one harmonious current. At its core, 44 represents stability through awakening. The double 4 amplifies discipline, persistence, and the patient rhythm of divine timing. It reminds you that every great structure, whether a temple, a vision, or a destiny, begins with an unshakable foundation. It is the universe's way of saying that what you build today must be strong enough to carry the light of tomorrow. Yet, this number also whispers that building is not just a physical act, but a spiritual calling. It asks, what kind of world are you constructing within yourself? Are your thoughts, words, and intentions aligned with the wisdom your soul already knows? Spiritually, 44 resonates with the bridge between heaven and earth. It is where intuition meets action, and vision meets endurance. Many mystics describe 44 as the number of divine architecture, the energy that helps manifest invisible truths into visible form. It calls you to anchor light into matter, to make love a practice, compassion a daily ritual, and faith a structure so firm that no storm can dismantle it. Those who vibrate with this energy often feel drawn to lead, heal, or create systems that serve humanity's greater good, but to do so, they must first master their inner architecture, building calm where chaos once lived, and order where fear once ruled. In the deeper sense, 44 is also a test, a sacred reminder that responsibility is the weight of awakened power. The universe gives its greatest builders the heaviest stones, knowing their hands will not tremble. It asks you to use your strength with humility and your wisdom with kindness. Each time you rise, rebuild, or begin again, 44 is there, reminding you that persistence is holy and that mastery is not found in perfection, but in endurance. It is the echo of divine craftsmanship in motion, shaping your destiny through the choices you make every day. This number often appears when life calls you to create something lasting, a new path, a healed self, a vision that outlives your fear. It tells you that the time for preparation has ended. Now is the time to build. And as you lay each brick of faith, patience, and love, you become not just a participant in creation, but a co-creator with the universe itself. The energy of 44 leaves you with one profound question. Will you continue to build your life from fear, or will you construct it from faith, brick by sacred brick, until the very structure of your being becomes a temple of light? Number 17, the star of destiny and inner illumination. Number 17 carries the vibration of divine purpose, spiritual awakening, and visionary strength. It is a number that shines with the brilliance of both intellect and intuition, reminding us that destiny is never random. It is shaped by the thoughts we hold, the choices we make, and the light we allow ourselves to follow. When 17 appears in your life, it speaks of alignment, the soul's gentle whisper that you are exactly where you are meant to be, preparing to step into a higher version of yourself. Its essence is that of the seeker who finally realizes that the path was never outside of them, but within their own light all along. Spiritually, 17 is the bridge between ambition and enlightenment. The energy of 1 radiates leadership, courage, and the drive to begin anew, while 7 brings introspection, divine wisdom, and faith in unseen guidance. Together, they form a vibration that balances the material and spiritual, reminding you that success built from integrity becomes service, and power guided by compassion becomes purpose. This number carries the message that the universe supports your vision, but it demands authenticity. Every dream rooted in truth will flourish. Every pursuit born of fear will fade like dust in the wind. In the ancient study of numerology, 17 has been known as the star number, a symbol of light emerging from darkness. It resonates with hope, renewal, and the courage to rebuild. It often appears in moments when your confidence has been tested, when you have faced endings that stripped you bare. Yet 17 enters not as a warning, but as a promise that your story is not over. It reminds you that even in the ruins of what once was, your soul still glows, steady, patient, waiting to rise again. This number teaches that the greatest strength is often born in silence, and the brightest light comes from those who once walked through shadow. Emotionally, 17 carries the calm of surrender and the fire of determination. It asks you to trust that your journey is divinely timed, that even delays, detours, and disappointments are sacred redirections. Through this lens, everything becomes purposeful, pain becomes preparation, loss becomes liberation, and endings become the openings through which new beginnings bloom. The vibration of 17 teaches that when you let go of the illusion of control, you allow miracles to find their way in. Energetically, this number calls for deep faith, not blind belief, but the kind that is forged in experience. It urges you to step into your destiny without hesitation, knowing that every heartbeat echoes with divine rhythm. You are not lost, you are unfolding, you are not broken, you are becoming. The power of 17 is that of alignment. When your human effort meets divine orchestration, and destiny unfolds not through struggle, but through surrender. And so, 17 leaves you with a sacred reflection. Will you continue searching for light outside yourself, or will you finally trust the star that has always been shining within you? As we come to the end of this journey, through sacred numbers, let the wisdom they carry settle gently within you. Each number you've heard is more than a symbol, it is a vibration, a living frequency moving through the quiet spaces of your life, guiding you toward balance, awakening, and divine order. Together, they form a cosmic map, a mirror reflecting not the randomness of fate, but the intentional rhythm of your soul's design. These numbers are not external forces, they are your story, written in energy, whispering reminders of who you truly are beneath the noise of the world. Through their presence, the universe speaks softly but surely, telling you that nothing you've experienced has been without purpose. Every delay, every disappointment, every unexpected detour has been part of a larger alignment, one that only makes sense when viewed through the eyes of patience and faith. The numbers come to you when you are ready, not to predict your future, but to awaken your awareness to the infinite power that already resides within. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that enlightenment isn't a destination, it is a deep remembering, a return to the stillness where truth lives, where chaos loses its power, and where the mind becomes a vessel for light. In that silence, numbers like 9, 17, 27, 44, and 77 are no longer just figures, they are living mantras, pulsing with guidance, reminding you that destiny is never forced. It unfolds, one divine moment at a time. So take a slow breath, let your shoulders relax, feel how time itself softens when you stop resisting it. The universe has never been against you, it has always been preparing you. Every challenge you've faced was sculpting your spirit into the strength it now carries. Every unanswered prayer was a redirection towards something better aligned with your soul's path. And now, as you stand at this threshold, the message is simple, yet profound. You are not waiting for your destiny, you are already living it. The stars are not above you, they are reflected within you. The numbers you see are not coincidences, they are confirmations. You are part of the great unfolding, the eternal dance of energy, awareness, and rebirth. So tell me, as you listen to the silence between these words, are you ready to trust the rhythm of your own becoming?